Hello, so during this time the school is closed, we might as well investigate robots in industry. Okay, so we might as well make it interesting. So what we're going to look at now, what you're going to think about is what technologies do we think will be available in the future. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pause the video and I would like you to think about the technology that you have now and what you think will be available in the future. Okay, so pause the video now and comment on the video below. Okay, welcome back. So I'll be interested to read your comments there. Now, this is the success criteria. So you're going to understand how robots are used in industry. You're going to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of robots used in manufacturing. And you're going to discuss how robotics have an impact on human jobs. Okay, but most of this you're going to investigate yourself. I'm just merely going to introduce it to you. So, making cars back in the day. Okay, this was a production line of a car company, and these people, it was their jobs to create the cars. This is the same car production line, well, probably not the same company, but it's a production line, as you can see, the same. You can see the cars are lined up here, but instead of humans lined up to do the jobs, we have robots to do them. So that is the difference. So what are industrial robots? Now, they are very common with the manufacturing industry, particularly cars. Okay, they are very good at carrying out tasks that humans would find simply too dangerous or too boring. But it's not quite as simple as that. Okay, because the jobs that seem to have been automated, and automated means that they use a robot to do it with absolutely no human interaction whatsoever, seem to be the middle skill jobs rather than the low skill jobs. So the jobs where you do need a certain set of skills seem to have been replaced by robots rather than the low level jobs. Now this could be cost as a factor because obviously robots are incredibly expensive. Now prior to the introduction of robots, the manufacturing industry employed people to simply tackle every task. Okay, so every task was tackled by a human. So one time factories were full of humans, hundreds of people worked in factories, but now there isn't very many down to technology. So now most modern factories use robots to manufacture the products. Okay, so you can see it's another example of a car production line, and in the future they're kind of planning for humanoid robots to work along production lines are simply taping up boxes. Okay, because now online ordering has become more and more common. So for example, in the UK, you can order something from Amazon and it can be delivered exactly the same day. So why would they use humanoid robots rather than humans? Let's look further into this. So what robots are used in manufacturing? So typically it's the robot arm used in manufacturing. And what are the characteristics? Well, they are strong. They have joints like a human that are powered by motors. They have various tools attached to the end of the arm, and they're controlled by microprocessors. And this is sort of what they look like. So as you can see here, this is a robot arm. And so if you compare it, you think, well, there's the wrist, there's the shoulder, there's the elbow, okay, that's the waist, there's the wrist, and there's the tool, like the hand. So why would they use robots, okay, instead of humans? Well, for a start, a robot has to be programmed by a human, okay? Robots don't know anything more than what a human does, because the humans tell them what to do. Okay, so they're programmed by a human, and the human is telling them what to do. So all a robot does is a robot cannot think for itself. A robot cannot make decisions, okay, unless the human tells it what to do. If this happens, something else happens. But they can't make a decision like a human, okay? But they can do the jobs quicker than a human, okay? So the first, like for example, the first computer was just simply a calculator that solved a long equation, and it was powered and it was made and it was controlled mechanically by a human. But this human just got the computer to do it because it worked quicker, okay? So why robots? Well, for a start, robots don't have families. So robots do not need time off to have babies. Robots do not need time off because their child is sick. Robots don't phone in sick at work. Robots don't need a holiday. They don't need to get away, and they don't need a holiday, and they don't need time to recuperate and rest. Robots don't need a lunch break. They don't need to eat. So why robots? Okay, and what has happened to the humans that once do these jobs? So if we think, well, just in the manufacturing industry alone, if there was hundreds and hundreds of people that, you know, made these cars and they're replaced with robots, well, what do the humans do? Okay, now what I'm hoping for is that I'm hoping that maybe my gold standard student might have already thought of some disadvantages of having robots. Okay, so what you're going to do now is, it's your job now, because I've introduced the robots to you and what they do and why we have them in the manufacturing industry. So what you're going to do is you're going to investigate further. Why do we use robots in manufacturing? And how has this had an impact on the jobs for humans? What are humans doing now? Okay. Are there more jobs? Are there less jobs? Has technology created different jobs? Okay. And what jobs do robots do? We know they work on a car production line, but what do they do? Okay. What else can they do? And what advantages and disadvantages are there for robots in factories? Now, you're either the type of student that's sitting here right now and saying, okay, I can see millions of advantages, but I can't see any disadvantages. And maybe some of you are looking at the disadvantages of robots in factories. Okay, so if the human, programs the robot, but what about if they program it wrong? What happens? And they've done everything so fast. Okay, can a robot spot a mistake? Well, they can't, but humans can. Okay, so what you're going to do is create this Google Doc, and then you're going to upload it on Google Classrooms as an assignment. Very best of luck, and do lots and lots of research, watch some videos, do some research on the internet, okay, and see if you can uncover something brand new and exciting.